guys, thank you so much for joining me on this collab. It's going to be a great collab. I have several other ladies that are doing this with me, and I will have all of their channels linked below in the description box. To start out this collab, I wanted to introduce myself. I'm Carrie. My channel name is Weight Watchers with Carrie, and I started Weight Watchers back in September 2016. I have been on it ever since. We start out our journey at so many different areas, don't we? I mean, some people start out their journey just having 10 pounds to lose. Some have 50, some have 350. You know, we start out at all kinds of different levels. Today I'm doing a collab with a few other ladies out there on YouTube who have lost 50 or more pounds. You got to check them out because their stories are amazing. They are amazing. And it's just so inspiring to watch people who have lost that amount of weight. So what we are calling this is the Before and After Collab. As of right now, there are 5 of us. There may be another lady joining us. I'm not real sure. I'm waiting to hear back from her. So there may be 6 of us. The people who are participating in this collab: Tammy from Healthy Girl, Sandy from Let's Get Fit, Mel from Mel's Weight Loss Journey, and Victoria Conrad from, I believe her channel name is Victoria Gets Fit. So that is her channel name. I will have them all linked below in the description box, so definitely check them out. All right, guys, let's get started. The day that we started, my daughter started with me, and the only reason we went in was to get the free products that they were offering at Weight Watchers. I had not planned on staying at that nighttime meeting because it was a Monday night meeting at 5 o'clock. I had definitely not planned on staying at that meeting because I wanted a morning meeting so I could weigh in the morning. I fell in love with my leader there. She was awesome. Her name was Sandy. She was an amazing leader. She helped me through so many difficulties. I totally wanted to give up several times. And the first time I gained weight, I think I was several months into my program. I was on a roll, guys. I was losing like crazy. And I will link my losses below for you so you can check them out if you're interested in them. But I'm sure I had several months that I did not gain an ounce. I was losing 2, 3, sometimes 4 pounds a week. It was amazing. Because of the lack of soda, because of the lack of sugar, all of that stuff really helped me to stay focused and to lose a lot of weight every single week. And of course, I did what I ate in all of those days. If you're curious as to what I was eating, go check out those old videos. I look terrible in them. Trust me, I was 110 pounds larger than I am now. So when I go back and look at those videos, I'm like, holy crap. I'm going to share a few of them next here for you. See what I mean about that? I'm amazed at when I look at those. I just feel so proud of myself and so amazed. And I don't know what that aha moment was for me. I can tell you that I've tried every diet in the book. I've tried Jenny Craig. I've tried all of those fancy diets. None of them worked. I lost some weight. I gained it all back, plus some. I've never lost more than 40 pounds on any single plan at all, ever, until this time. I've been on Weight Watchers 3 other times before. One of those times was online. Could not do the online. It was like a total different program for me. I was not motivated. I just wasn't feeling it. So I quit that. And then when I went to the first meetings, I was alone. I didn't go with anybody. I went all by myself because I was sure I was going to do it this time. You know how that goes. You're just positive you're going to do it. Well, I got there and the people there were not really openly friendly, I guess, and I was more shy back then. I was just kind of withdrawn into myself. I wouldn't talk to anybody. I was just miserable with myself, I guess. So that didn't work out. I tried going back with my mother-in-law. She actually paid for my membership, and I was doing okay here and there, but I was lying to myself always. I always I would tell them I was doing great when really I wasn't. I wasn't tracking everything. I wasn't weighing my food. It just was not working for me at that time because I wasn't wanting it bad enough yet. When you're planning on changing your life, your whole entire life, you really have to want it because it's forever. You can't just go on a diet for 6 months, lose your weight, and then think that you can go right back to normal. You can't do that. You have to make it a lifestyle change, and you have to just realize that you can't eat like you used to eat and still lose weight. I know Weight Watchers said you can eat whatever you want to. For me, that was not true at all. It wasn't. It wasn't true at all. If I were to eat everything that I wanted to eat, I wouldn't have lost any weight. So you have to be disciplined with yourself to some extent. You can't eat everything you want. You can, however, eat smaller portions. If you want a Butterfinger candy bar, have a fun size Butterfinger candy bar. Don't have the big one, which is what I always had because I love Butterfinger. I use that as an example. But I'm just saying that yes, you can have whatever you want on this program to an extent. You can't have everything you want. You can have some things you want. I started this program first, and then after I lost 60 pounds, my husband joined me because he then realized I was serious, which I was. I was serious. I wanted this. I wanted it bad. My dad had passed away shortly before that, and I felt after he passed away, it's like something opened in me that it's like, okay, I got this now. He's not here to judge me anymore. He's not here saying, oh, you shouldn't be eating that, or you shouldn't be eating this, or it just brought me down all the time. It just did. So when he passed away, I felt freedom, I guess. It was freeing to me. I know that's bad to say about your own dad, but that's just how I felt. I was able to actually get it done and actually stick to it. So what I want to do now is I want to share some before pictures and then after pictures. So here are some before pictures. Pretty amazing, is it not? I don't know what I was thinking. I don't. I just ate. I ate and I ate. That's all I can say. I don't even know why. I don't understand why I did all what I did, but I did it. I would go to McDonald's almost every morning. Me and my son would have a breakfast sandwich, and then half the time I would get a burrito and a large Coke, and not Diet Coke, but regular Coke, and then a hash brown with that as well. It got really scary. The more I kept going, the more I started feeling heart palpitations, and I was just getting sick. I was sicker and sicker every single day that went by. The summer of 2016, I was at my highest at 330 pounds, I think, and I was going to my doctor appointment. She did put me on high blood pressure medication because my heart was going out of control. My blood pressure was so high that day she was worried to even let me go home, and she put me on blood pressure medication right away that day. I didn't even realize it because I couldn't test it here. I didn't know what it felt like to have high blood pressure. I never got the headaches or anything that a lot of people get. After I got home, I decided I need to lose some weight. So I lost some weight. I started walking up and down my driveway. It took me forever to walk up and down my driveway. My driveway's not that long. I would go down to my mailbox and come back one time. One time is all it took. I was too tired to do any more than that. Before, we live up on the second level. This is the basement where I'm at now. So to go up to the main level, I had to rest in my chair outside before I could even go up the stairs. That was the final straw for me. I sat on that chair and I thought to myself, what the heck am I doing? I can't live like this. I couldn't live like that any longer. So I had to do something. The food, I loved the food, yes, but I had to tell myself, what's more important, food or your life. I mean, you're gonna die. You're gonna die if you don't do this. I had to finally put my foot down for myself and say, okay, I'm just gonna have to do it. The funny thing was, my daughter called me about a week after, and I had actually lost about 5 pounds by then. Well, 4.4 actually, to be exact, because when I weighed in at Weight Watchers, I was 325.6. So I lost 4.4 pounds at that time. And my daughter said, Mom, you want to come to Weight Watchers with me? You get free stuff when you join. Let's go and get the free stuff. And I said, yeah, I'll go with you. I said, are you interested in joining? And she said, yeah, I think I would. So her and I went on a Monday night, got the free stuff, and I met Sandy that night. And there was just no turning back. It's like, oh my gosh, I love this lady. She's wonderful. We stayed for how they have you stay after to talk to you and stuff. And it was so inspiring that it's like, okay, I guess I'm a nighttime weigher. I guess I am. So that's what I did. I stayed there. And then let's kind of bounce forward a little bit. After several months of not gaining any weight, I gained my first 0.2. And I had done pretty darn well all week. Couldn't figure out why I had gained that 0.2. And you know what? Sandy never weighed me in. My leader never weighed me in. It was the receptionist that did. And she kept telling me, you know what? It's okay. Look at how well you've done. I wasn't hearing her. I wasn't seeing it. I was so upset with myself because I knew I would be, because I always got like that. And you know what I did every single time I gained weight after I was on my plan? I would go out to eat at McDonald's. Guess what my plan was after I left that place? After the meeting was done, guess what my plan? Actually, I wasn't even planning on staying for the meeting. I was going to weigh in and I was going to head out, and I wanted McDonald's and I wanted it like right then. But you know what happened? It was and I've got a video on this and you can go back and watch it. What happened was I went in there, I weighed in, I was walking near Sandy, and then all of a sudden she caught me. She's like, Carrie, come here, I have to introduce you to somebody. And this young girl's name was Crystal. She was about my daughter's age. My daughter was no longer going with me at that time. She had quit a couple weeks into it because of job situations and stuff like that. She wasn't able to go. So she introduced me to Crystal, and I had been going alone at this time. And she said, Crystal, this is Carrie, and she is our superhero because she has lost all this weight and just blah, blah, blah. And I was like, Sandy, now I can't go to McDonald's. So I ended up staying for the meeting. I did not go to McDonald's. And from that moment on, it was like I was just in it. I was focused. It's like, okay, I can do this. And then again, for several weeks, I had lost weight. But then, I have gains. And the next time I gained, I was totally okay. I mean, I wasn't totally okay. I was better than the first time I gained. And then there was one time I gained 5 pounds. I totally deserved that gain. And I was just like, okay with that. And I was like, wow, I am really changing how I view this weight loss thing. And then I'm just realizing that it's okay to have gains once in a while. And it's okay to screw up. And it's okay if you want to eat a bag of Whoppers like I did in my dream one time, because it's okay. You're gonna screw up every once in a while. You do not want to, however, screw up all the time, because it's not going to work for you then. So you have to be strong to a point. But when you fall and you screw up, get back on track. Don't wait till the next day. Do it the next meal. Don't wait till next Monday. And like I said several times, I don't have any Mondays left. I don't want to waste any more Mondays. So it's like, okay, I'm in this for good. So now I'm going to show you some after photos. was at my heaviest, I was not the person I am now today. I was so different. I was quiet, I was withdrawn. My outlook on life was very dim. It was very dim. I didn't know where I was going. I had tried a million times to lose weight. I was depressed. I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to go to my husband's get-togethers for work because I was embarrassed for him. I didn't want to do I just wanted to sit home and eat and watch TV. I watched a lot of YouTube though, guys. You guys got a lot of views from me when I was at my largest. I watched a lot of YouTube. As I was getting bigger, watching more YouTube, I thought to myself, I wonder if I could do that. I wonder if I started doing YouTube videos, if people would even want to come and watch my videos, because I was a shy person. I don't know. I had this wall up around myself that I wasn't willing to let anybody in, and I didn't want to listen to anybody's reason. Nothing would work unless I made it work for myself. That was one thing I had to realize. Today, right now, my current weight is right around 215. I am very close to Wonderland. I am aching for Wonderland so badly, so I'm definitely going to get there. It might take me a few more months because, guys, I've been losing slower since I've already lost the 110. My weight loss has really slowed down, and that's one thing I had to look at in a different view, that yeah, after you get smaller, the smaller you get, the less weight loss you're going to have. Don't get upset at yourself if you lose a 0.2 or 0.1. As long as you're going in the right direction, it's going to be okay. It's going to work out. Along the journey, I did set really small goals for myself. When I first started Weight Watchers, I think my first goal was 5 pounds. I wanted that 5-pound sticker so bad. And it took me 1 week. I lost 8 point something pounds my first week. I was thrilled. And then my next goal got a little bit larger. I think I aimed for 10 pounds at that time. And then after that, my goals started being something different. Something that, okay, if I hit this weight, I can get this object, non-food related. So I think my first gift to myself was like a shirt. I thought, I deserve that shirt. I've lost this much weight. Those little goals really kept me going. And of course, the charms. I love the charms. And those really kept me going. But making those small goals at first definitely is a plus. If you have a lot of weight to lose, instead of looking at the big picture, like I could not look at losing 175 pounds. I had to get that out of my I had to get it out of my mind. There was no way I was going to succeed if that's all I kept thinking about. So I had to set small goals for myself. That really helped. How did my eating habits change? Well, my eating habits were terrible. We went to the gas station, we got potato chips and French onion dip, and we got Cheetos, and we got candy bars, and we got soda, and you name it, we ate it. We would plop our big butts down in our chair, and we would watch a movie, and we would each have one of those great big bags of ruffled cheese crackers with the French onion dip. That was our favorite snack at night. We'd go through a bag of those a day almost, and those points on that were crazy, and I will show you those points next. All right, guys, these are the things we lived on quite often. These were our favorites, and I would have this Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then Nick and I would get this almost every single morning. We also went out to fast food, oh my gosh, probably 3 or 4 times a week, if not more. I don't know, sometimes maybe 2 times a day. And now, what we do now, no more fast food. We do not get fast food at all anymore. So now with fast food, when we first started the plan, we would go out on Monday night and enjoy like a breakfast out at a restaurant, or we would go to Taco John's or something. When I had more weight to lose, that was possible because I was getting 49 points. As as my points started to diminish, as I lost weight, I had to totally cut out the fast food. I haven't eaten fast food in months and months and months now. That is what really kept me going, because once I stopped that, the weight started coming off again. I slowed down for a while there because we were going out every single Monday. I would have all of my daily points plus all of my weekly points between Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I would eat bad for 3 days in a row and then think I could get back on track and stick to my points on those last 3 or 4 days that I had left, which I usually could, guys. But after a while, that started getting to the point where that stopped too. So I had to cut that out, and I had to not use all my weeklies. So now I'm right at an area where I can use probably half of my weeklies and have a good loss. If I use all of my weeklies, probably not going to lose, and I might gain a little bit or stay the same, somewhere around that area. So I've learned that I can only use about half of my weeklies and still be able to get a loss in that week. So as you lose, you're going to be changing things up quite often. The more you go down, the more you're going to have to change things up. If you stop eating well and go back to the way you were eating, some people say, oh my gosh, I've gained this so quickly. Well, that's because your body is smaller. You don't need near as many calories as you did when you were, let's use me as an example. If I were to stop eating well now and go back to eating that bag of chips and candy bar at night every single night, my body's going to gain it fast because I don't need as many calories as I did when I was 325 pounds. So I could eat more then and not gain it. You know what I mean? So now that I'm 215 and if I start eating like the same as I did before, that weight's going to go on so super fast. So you don't want to do that. Would not be a good thing. Exercise. My exercise before, nothing. I would be lucky if I would be walking around the house to clean the house and do dishes. That was my main exercise. I'd maybe climb up and down the stairs twice, only because I had to let the dogs out to go to the bathroom. That was it. My son would always do the laundry, so I didn't even have to do the stairs to do laundry. Now I'm up and down. It's not surprising if I get 20 flights in a day, and I don't even think about it. With the steps, I'd have to go one at a time. I couldn't do foot over foot. I'd have to go one at a time because I was so heavy, and it hurt my knees so bad. My knees were really in bad shape, guys. They were in bad shape. So now I can run up them. Heck, I could take them 2 at a time. I tried it the other day, and I was able to. I could cross my legs now. I could never cross my legs before. I could cross them now. So that is so outstanding. I've been waiting to do that for I don't know how many years. I wanted to cross my legs, and I can do it now. My seatbelt, oh my goodness. It's like I can pull it way out here now, where before it's like click, and it was stuck there. And so I'd have to unbuckle it and get that, you know how it gets stuck and you can't move? I'd have to unbuckle it, let it go all the way back, and then pull it on again, and then try not to move up like this so it would click again. Now I can move all over the place. It won't click because I've got so much room there to, oops, sorry guys. I got so much room now that I don't have to worry about that anymore. I can reach the floor in my car without having to stop the car, open the door, put my leg out, and then bend over because my tummy was so big. But now I don't have to do that. I can just reach on the floor and grab something. It's amazing. I can fit in booths now. I don't have to worry about asking for a table. We can just go to a restaurant now. Same thing with my husband. He can fit in a booth now. So we just go in, and wherever they want to put us, they can put us. Just those little things are just, I don't know. It's worth it, guys. It's worth it. Keep going. Keep losing. The food is not worth going through all what we went through. How I felt before, I never want to feel that again. The food is not worth it to me. It's not. My accomplishments so far were grand. To me, they were totally grand. I am so happy with how I've accomplished things. In the short time that I've accomplished them, is just outstanding to me. Now, my main purpose is to keep going. I'm not going to worry about losing fast. I want to lose slowly. I want to lose no more than 2 pounds a week, because I don't want to gain this weight back. If I'm losing too quickly, I am going to gain it back. I've done it before. Every single time I lost fast because I did things stupidly, like not eating a whole day or not eating enough throughout the day and making my body think that I'm starving to death. And then when I start eating again, it's holding on to all that stuff, will not let it go. True story. That is so true. When people tell you your body goes into starvation mode, I totally believe it because I've witnessed it myself. When I met Corey, I was like, I think I was about 130 when I met him. Then my weight kind of stabilized a little bit because we started doing more. We started going skiing, we started roller skating, we started being active because he was active, so I had to be active to keep up with him. Then I got pregnant after we were married. We got married a year after we met. I lost that first baby, and then soon after I got pregnant with my daughter. That was my excuse to just eat. Just gaining and gaining and gaining, and I never stopped gaining. It was like constantly. So my accomplishments so far, I'm really, really proud of them. I don't think I would change anything. I don't think I would change my gains because I've learned from them. I definitely wouldn't change my losses. I don't think there's anything I would change. I'm really proud of the person that I am now and how I got here. I did it the smart way. I did not do things stupidly. I really listened to what my body was telling me. So it's definitely doable, guys. You can do it. Don't let anybody tell you can't do it. Don't let yourself tell yourself you can't do it, because you can. You can do this. All you got to do is focus, love yourself, and figure out there's sometimes reasons why we are not letting go, why we want to punish ourselves. Try to figure out that reason. Go back in time if you have to and figure out where you started gaining your weight, what went wrong, when it went wrong. That's the only thing you can do, is just try to do your best. Try to figure out why and when this all started going wrong for you, and see if there's an issue that you have to deal with before you can even lose weight. Because guys, if you don't fix that issue first, the weight loss is not going to happen for you. It's just not. I'm proof of that. I've been trying to lose weight all my life, and I never could do it until this time. So definitely try and figure out that reason. I'm pretty sure I figured out mine, because so far it's been working and I haven't gained anything back. So keeping my fingers crossed. That is it for this video. I'm so thankful that you watched through this whole thing, because it's probably pretty long, and I'm sorry about that. But I just thought now is the perfect time to just spill it all out there. So thank you so much for watching, guys, and we will see you guys all tomorrow for another What I Ate from me. And definitely, like I said, check out those videos down below. Subscribe. If you're new to my channel, please definitely subscribe. Click the bell so you can get updates on when I post a video, which is usually every day. There's some days I will skip out and just say, okay, I just need a break. But most days I am here, I'm posting, I am recording, and I give you the What I Ate almost every single day. Definitely click that subscribe button if you're not subscribed. Come back and watch. And I thank you all for joining me. We will see you tomorrow. Bye. Met Corey, my boyfriend now, or my husband now. My boyfriend. Oh my God. So funny. So funny. Okay, I might have to leave that clip in because that was really funny. I can't help it. I'm going to be laughing all night about